Good morning, and welcome to Planet Leadville for Wednesday, May 6th, 2026. As the seasons change, regular viewers will notice some rotating features to Planet Leadville's daily weather and traffic reels. Added to the in-real-life images and video will be new features about Lake County's waterways, wildlife, and wildfire information. Today's feature highlights wildfire preparedness. From the latest on federal officials meeting last week with the governor, to an upcoming local event to help residents get ready for the season. There may be ice on the roads today, but wildfire concerns are heating up.
Last week, on April 30th, Colorado Governor Jared Polis gathered everyone down in Denver to present Colorado's 2026 wildfire preparedness plan to the public. Joining him were representatives from the Colorado Division of Fire Prevention and Control, along with state and federal partners. Since 75% of Lake County is federally owned by several agencies, Planet Leadville wanted to share what was stated at the meeting.
We are facing increased risk this coming year for June and July, significantly increased risk in the Front Range in western Colorado. There is significant drought conditions which have caused a much higher fire risk for June and July.
For viewers who may not know, there have been a few changes at the federal level which took effect early 2026. In brief, the Department of the Interior established the U.S. Wildland Fire Service, which will provide the umbrella for a sizable amount of federally managed land in Lake County. Within this new structure, there are 9 geographic area fire chiefs who have been named to head up regions. Colorado falls in the Rocky Mountain region, and those new chiefs were there last Thursday. Here's what they had to say.
So we had and continue to have, to a certain degree, a lot of uncertainty about federal staffing. I don't know if our federal partners, BLM, AG, want to address that, as well as the new agency might want to address at least what they're hearing about kind of federal resources that you guys have. Do our federal partners want to address that?
That's good. I'm Paul Hone. I'm the Geographic Area Fire Chief for the U.S. Wildland Fire Service, which is it's an entity that was put together taking wildland firefighters from the Department of Interior bureaus and putting them into one fire service. So that's the Bureau of Indian Affairs, Bureau of Land Management, National Park Service, and U.S. Wildland Fire Service, or U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Our staffing levels are the same as they were last year, and I know that some federal agencies went through some deferred resignation programs. There were some positions that were not allowed to be rehired over the last couple of years. That is not applied to firefighters and fire support personnel. And so we have the same amount of staffing that we had in those legacy bureaus last year and the prior year with the similar budgets as well. And so we've had very good support, and I think recognition that wildland fire just needs staff to be successful. I don't know if U.S. Forest Service.
Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity. Allison Richards, Geographic Area Fire Director for the Rocky Mountain area. The Forest Service is poised to have the same response that we've had in years past at the national level, clear down to the local entities. So we have the same resources that we had last year. Also take a moment to just talk about some of the training we're doing for a non-primary fire. We're doing everything that we can to get folks red card qualified across the entire spectrum, from operations to incident support. So we are doing everything that we can to be poised here at the regional level as well as nationally. So thank you.
I have a follow-up for both of you. You guys are saying the same staff levels as before. Is that the same number of positions, or are you filling all of those positions?
So for the Forest Service, we've been very actively filling all of our vacant positions. So we've had multiple hiring events throughout the year. And so every opportunity we've had to fill those critical gaps, we've done so. And then we are also bringing on the same number of temporary seasonal employees in fire that we've traditionally done.
Same for the Department of Interior. And that amounts to about 7,100 red-carded employees.
I am proclaiming May as Wildfire Awareness Month, and I want to make sure every Coloradan is vigilant this year.
Closer to home, the Lake County, Colorado Wildfire Resiliency Fair is planned for Wednesday, May 20th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Southern Fire Station. This free, family-friendly event is hosted by the Lake County Office of Emergency Management, the Lake County Sheriff's Office, and Lake County government, and commits to bring together local, state, and federal partners to help you prepare for wildfire season. Moving on to today's traffic report, more unsettled weather moving into the state will impact local highways. Here's the latest from the Colorado Department of Transportation.
Travelers will encounter peak impacts during the Wednesday morning commute, when cooling temperatures will likely lead to snow-covered roads at lower elevations before conditions begin to improve Wednesday afternoon. Mountain snows will increase through today, with widespread precipitation moving north to south across the region. Snow will continue across I-70 and the north-central mountains and foothills and moving to the Denver and I-25 areas. Areas most impacted include I-70 west of Denver to Vail, Estes Park, mountains northwest of Boulder, and surrounding areas with snow probable along I-25 over Monument Hill. Latest forecasts now expand heavier snow east to the Limon area with lesser amounts out to Kansas and Nebraska. Snow is expected to be wet and heavy with the possibility of breaking branches and downed power lines. Wednesday morning rush hour is expected to be difficult across the Front Range with snow and icy conditions possible.
Moving on to the weather. Today's forecast from the National Weather Service calls for snow showers, mainly before 4 p.m. New snow accumulation of 3 to 5 inches is possible. Some thunder is also possible, with a high near 32. Light and variable winds becoming northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. Tonight's forecast calls for 30% chance of snow showers, mainly before 7 p.m. Skies will be partly cloudy, with a low around 14. Northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For a broader look at what's happening across the state, here's the extended weather forecast from the Colorado Avalanche Information Center.
Tuesday afternoon saw a low-pressure trough push a cold front into northern Colorado, undercutting moisture pumped in from the southeast. Add an upslope component, and we will see significant spring snow along and behind the front. Ahead of the front, it's looking like broken skies and light rain, so total snow accumulations will depend on when the front passes. Winds along and ahead of the front will vary, swinging from the north to east, and moderate with some stronger gusts. Snowfall winds down for the northern mountains Wednesday afternoon. The cold front passes over the Sangre de Cristo and eastern San Juan Wednesday afternoon, keeping snowfall there into Wednesday night. Skies will be clearing on Thursday. Daytime high temperatures climb into the mid-30s for the northern mountains, low 40s for the central mountains, and upper 40s in the southern mountains. Winds will be moderate from the northwest. Friday and Saturday continue the warm, spring-like temperatures. A weak storm may brush across the mountains Saturday into Sunday.
That wraps up today's report. Thanks for checking in to Planet Leadville.